You know what
Yeah.
Doesn't have
the
to.
part that we are kind of missing is I think they women try so hard because they want men to know, black men to know how much how they feel about them. They want them to know that you are so inefficient, or you such a loser. I'm a woman and I can do it better than you. So
I'm strong and
that's what they're
independent.
Well, how's
right.
that
That's
working
what
for
they're
us?
doing.
I'm like,
Huh?
how is that working for us? Because
I
we're
mean,
failing at every statistical level. So
they
I'm
don't
like,
see it as spelling. They still I did a show not too last weekend, a couple weekends ago, and a young lady told me what women want far as the equality go is to be superior, and they want revenge.
oh yeah, they want. Now I do agree that women want female supremacy. They don't want equality. They don't because they can't handle equality. They can't handle,
They can't do it right.
yeah, being treated like a man. But if all things,
They
if all
can't
things
be.
became equal,
They can't be.
that would be a problem.
How many times have I told you guys? It's so good to finally hear women recognize this. They don't want leaders. They want to be the leaders. They only want your masculinity and your leadership in times of peril, when things hit the fan and when things don't go their way. Am I lying or am I lying? What's going on, YouTube? Is your boy Ron back with another video. New to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. I've been meaning to get to this video for a long time because, for one, we have four black, beautiful, feminine women who all happen to be married. Imagine that. All married. Uh, as far as children go, I don't know some of their situations, but the lady on the top right hand corner, that's Lady Di. She's actually been on my channel before. Yeah, so if you recognize the lady on the top right hand corner, that's Lady Di. She's been on my channel before. Shout out to Lady Di and her success on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Yo, cool. I'm like cool chick too, and this is one of the things that I try to bring to everybody's attention. Women that are more understanding of what's going on today. I think I just said this a couple videos ago. They're either attractive, married, or a combination of both. Every time, it never fails. I'm gonna go ahead and let these ladies cook because they dropped some gems and they brought some things to the table that a lot of y'all need to hear. All right, check this out.
But the revenge part is what scares me. That's
Mm.
why they make it their business to be so masculine, because if they complete a job and they feel like anyway, certain group of people, I'm taking care of your baby better than you are. Y'all get what I'm saying? They may say that to another young man. Or the fact that they're paying their bills in their home, they don't see that as being an adult. They see that as not needing a man.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
So it's
Wow, we
it's
over
um
here.
it's it's becoming their norm. It has become their norm.
Well, what Bella alluded to, it's like really for many of us, the greatest enemy is the enemy. Okay, it's us. It's us getting in the way sometimes of our own progress and our own protection. And that's really what you just described. I think just clearly, SB, just all these different behaviors and ideas that ultimately are going to lead to destruction of that person or of anybody who gets in the way of that person. Any kids they may have, all of that.
Well, it's already happening. Our children are younger. A 6 year old shoots a teacher.
Whew, that's
A
great.
10 year
Wow.
old deletes his mother.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's already happening. You can't. I mean, a child deserves a balance. Come on, y'all. And we keep wanting. It's
Yes.
okay to have a child. This is their thought process. It's okay to have a child and the father not be there because all they do is leave. But then, no, he doesn't have to have a relationship with you, but that child still needs him. So what we're doing is continuously turning out kids, young men and women, that are in despair, dysfunctional, don't will not be not interested in any sports, won't be able to read, do math. They're not going to be fathers because they don't have an example of it, and they don't care. They won't care.
See, and this is one of the things that scare me most about modern women and the way they think is the fact that these women are more than willing to have children, but y'all are more willing to have children than get married. Y'all are more willing to be tied to a man permanently because of a child versus getting married first. And if things don't work out and maybe y'all didn't have children yet, you can go about your way and maybe start over with somebody else or whatever the case may be. But the best situation for a child to be is under a marriage. And even if that's not the case, you still need to make sure that the father is in those kids' lives. Whether you like him or not, whether things didn't work out with him or not, that's beyond the question. So shout out to all my people that are really good with co-parenting. Yeah, I mean, y'all are the real winners because it seems like nowadays, because what I'm starting to see, because I got to be honest with you guys, I know a few guys that have had to deal with toxic baby mothers simply because the man no longer wanted to be with the woman, but the man still wanted to be there for his kids. The man still wanted to provide for his kids and give his kids what he need, but the women would sit over here and give him a hard time just because he didn't want to be involved with the mother no any longer. And that's something that needs to be discussed amongst women because women don't really hold each other accountable when it comes to that because they try to sit over here and act like that doesn't happen when in reality it does. Because I know guys personally that have gone through this, man, and honestly it really pisses me off. I mean, my own best friend was dealing with this at one point. So I'm just saying. I mean, I know anecdotal is anecdotal, but we can't sit over here and act like this isn't a real thing. All right, because you know how these women spin a narrative like these guys just want to leave. Nah, some of y'all just want to be with the baby daddy, and the baby daddy don't want to be with you anymore. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it moving.
Here.
I honestly think Black women, we are the key to putting the Black community back together. But due to the modern woman's, the modern Black woman's selfishness and inability to want to, and or even not even be able to work with a man and understanding a man's nature, is why it's just it's gonna take a while, for it to happen. And then one more thing I want to say about submission is the modern woman thinks that when you submit to a good man, like of course under like a good relationship, you're less than him. And that is not the case. Just because you submit and respect the authority, respect your man, doesn't mean you are less than him. Yes, he is your head, he is your covering, but that doesn't mean that, you're ranked, he's ranked here and you're ranked here and he can step on you anytime. And I also think that is a huge misconception, and honestly a delusion in terms of the submission conversation.
But you got women platforms that teach that. You know that, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
they're like
ma'am.
a lot of people in the comment section. We do
Lost lead the
well. We,
lost.
we we do okay and we're growing, but I'm talking about 3,000 at a time.
Mhm.
100 plus,
Just as
100,000 plus subscribers, and everything they teach is hate.
Yeah.
no, I
And
hear you.
my thing is
So
they talking so bad about something they never done. Because if they did it, they
Right.
be feeling that way. Because there's nothing wrong with submission at all. Like SB said, it's freedom. It's a lot relaxing. It's happy. It's peaceful. So if they experience that, then they wouldn't say those things. But they're talking about something that they don't know nothing about.
but Lady Di, guess what? They know about exactly what they're talking about and still won't take accountability for it.
The accountability word, SB.
Because what they're doing, like for instance, they're living out their traumas. Most of these women are women that have had bad experiences with men for whatever reason, but they don't want to say that they participated in that bad experience. So they make that man the object of the hate, and that's what they're doing. They're hating on their own situation, but never even thinking about how could I have done different, or how can I correct it, or how can I tell somebody else not to get in the same situation.
Yeah.
They just rather bash the man that was on the other side. He enjoyed it just like you enjoyed it.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, well, we all know they're allergic to that word accountability. Good God. I'm like, that's a damn shame. But it's like, yeah, security boss is right, and I got to remind myself to watch her content more. And I'm gonna be reacting to a video soon where she was on a panel with B Taylor and Kayla. Oh my god! I'm like, that might turn into a live reaction, bro, because it's just, man, it's so much effery and in that on that particular collab was crazy. But she was is correct, and it's so sad to see that you gotta see, because here's what zones me out about these women platforms that speak this way. They'll sit over here and say passport bros are bashing simply because we're comparing the mindset of women in other countries versus the mindset of women here. The behaviors and things of that nature. Like things that women can control is what we're talking about. And we just compare and contrast. Comparing and contrasting and critiquing is not bashing. But these women will do the same thing or even worse. And y'all know who I'm referring to, Cynthia G. Y'all already know what that's about. She'll say the things she say, and women act like that's just completely acceptable. And like Security Boss said, these are women with really large followings. I think Cynthia G probably got about 100,000 subscribers. I mean, I don't know where it's at right now because I don't look at her content, nor do I ever want to, because some of the things that she say is just disgusting. But yeah, that's a problem. You got women with large followings that are sending these women down the wrong path. And the worst part about it is when they don't get the results that they want, they still are going to blame men, even though the men are not the ones that sent y'all down this path. And then y'all wonder why men aren't obsessed with y'all anymore, why men are going their own way, and why men are getting passports. Just saying, man. Let me know what y'all thought about this. New to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button. Helps with the algorithm. Helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Just celebrated, let's see, La Quachena last night. Well, a couple nights ago, and it was lit. Look out for that video, part one. I'm gonna have part two coming out a couple days later, man. Yeah, I had that much fun. All right, to the next video, you guys. Deuces.